I'm in the streets. I was in at the end of 2023, December 2023, and I called this guy Alan Calcott and said, "Hey Alan, you work in the construction industry. I want you to can you recommend or introduce me to any companies that might want some labor? Because I want to learn all about how to do the work around renewable energy and insulation of buildings in particular, and solar panels and all that stuff. Because I'd been doing labouring work and painting, decorating. I wanted to improve my skills." And he said that I couldn't really hear him because it was windy. And he said, "The book, 12 Jobs in 12 Months." And I said, "Oh, that sounds interesting. Who wrote that?" And he said, "No, it's not written yet. You need to write the book." And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, why don't you write a book about all the 12 different jobs you could do in the sectors that need employment, labor?" And I said, "What?" And he said, yeah, you could do that." And I thought about it for about 5 minutes, and then, in fact, more like 5 seconds, and said, "Yeah, I could do that." And literally that day I decided, December 2022 it was, I decided I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to write a book about 12 jobs in 12 months, and I'm going to get 12 jobs in 12 months in 2023. And I did. The first couple of jobs were pretty hectic and chaotic and didn't really, well, you could say they weren't real jobs because there's lots of little things. But it really turned out well in the end. But it all started here. Why? Why did I do it? Well, because it's a travel book, actually, as in you can't really travel independently unless you're able and willing to get work. And you do get work. You've got confidence and the goal to just ask for work all the time, and the humility to just do any job that comes along. And I thought, well, I got to do this and show it and have a travel book about getting jobs. And it was because my motivation is to actually help people. I want to help people overcome the fear and anxiety that I felt as a teenager when I wanted to travel independently. I really wanted to help people overcome that fear and have some kind of reference so they could look at somebody who does things and messes things up a lot, learns from his mistakes, and is able to get work quite easily. So that was my motivation. And because I write about the kind of slightly farcical side of things, as in getting jobs was pretty chaotic and insecure. And many times in the book I said, am I going to be able to get a job this month, or is the whole thing going to come crashing down and this book will have to end? I asked that many times, and many times it almost did. I got sacked a couple of times, and but that didn't really make any difference. So I just immediately got another job, because what I've learned is that when you're really looking for work and you're willing and you're able, you're keen, you've got the right attitude, and you want to help people, the work just comes and comes and comes. There's just so much work to be done. And if you talk to any employer, they're always complaining about how they can't get the right staff. And you talk to anyone looking for a job and they always complain about how hard it is to get a job. So what is the truth? I ask you, what's your experience of getting jobs? What do you think about all this? You can answer that question by leaving a comment below. Now, I gotta go I'm in Edinburgh and I'm heading to the coastal town of North Berwick to meet a couple of psychiatrists. Bye.